July monthly meeting, July 19th, 2016 to order. We've already had our prayer and pledge of allegiance. The minutes were given to all of you last night at the work session. We had a chance to look at those. Any discussion on the minutes or any changes that need to be made on that? Okay, if not, sorry.
Yesterday we asked about this.
Oh, yeah, that has not, that's still, we're still working with DOT on that. Yeah, I'm waiting for some more information from them on that. All right, I would entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
I make a motion we accept.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second? Second. Okay, with a motion and a second, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, minutes are accepted. All right, under new business, we have, an agreement and two lease agreements with Unison Behavioral Health. We discussed this last night. Unison occupies one building that used to be the senior center over on 5th Street. They lease from us, and they also have, what used to be referred to as the MR Center on 32 West. Have a county participation contract for our county that's enclosed. And it is for the same amount that it was last year. For the county to help fund with this, it was $1,431 a year for our portion of this. Then we have the building on the renewal of the leases on the building on 5th Street and 1835 West 12th Street, which is actually 32 West, out by the airport. Okay, I would entertain a motion to accept these contracts and with this contract and the two leases.
Motion.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second? Second. Okay, with a motion and a second, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, they're accepted. Item number 2, the Veterans Honorary Signs. We discussed last night, and there has been and is no set policy. The more that we researched, has been nothing. Like I said, it was the state made this honorary sign designation for bridges and roads on state highways and on county roads, and there were no guidelines or nothing was ever voted on to as far as addressing any signs that were damaged or stolen. And so we have discussed that, and all of us are in agreement that we need to have a policy to address this anytime in the future that it comes up. The only way it would be changed would be if another board voted to do otherwise, and they would have to do that in an open meeting. So since there never was an agreement or any indication as to whose responsibility that it was, now the state, I think on state routes, have agreed that they would replace anything on state routes, bridge or road or causeway as such. But we want to do the same thing here. And Mr. John, I think you had a motion or any discussion as to what your thoughts were on the replacement of the sign.
Well, it was done to rightfully honor wounded and fallen veterans, and as such, it is a symbol of memorial. Being a symbol of memorial, it must be maintained. So it's my feeling that the board should adopt a resolution to maintain those signs on a yearly basis. And I would suggest that at a certain time each year, the county police superintendent handle year, but, you know, we can't just replace them every time. Understand, you see, they are expensive, but that would be my proposal, that this board accept.
If cause damage and they're destroying one, what's the penalty on something like that?
Oh, if caught,
Yeah, if they're caught,
honestly, I'm not sure.
do you know, Mark?
Not off the top of my
There is a penalty for it, right?
They are.
In
As a
addition,
matter of fact,
though,
that's
I
as
read
far as
this-
any county,
Any county side.
And that has been an issue, and not just with these signs, but even with curb signs, stop signs, everything. One that we have, possibly have to put up some cameras to try to alleviate some of this, to catch some of these people, put them on the front page of the paper, and fine them and everything else. Sometimes embarrassment works better than the fine itself does, public embarrassment. But, I spoke with, Dominique Larissa, who is our representative for this area, and, he said that the state did not, or would not, typically with any county or city, pay for the signs to be replaced. He said, think about it, and I had to explain that to a couple of people, that if they had obligated to do that, that smart city manager would name every street he had in honor of a veteran, and the state would have to replace every sign on every street. They would rename every street, and that would be a nightmare expense-wise for the state. So they are maintaining the ones on state route. That's what we want to do with this as far as the county. Now, if there's any within the city would have to make that obligation, I'm assuming themselves. So, with that being said, Mr. John, if you would have any discussion on it.
What about the ones that are damaged right now? When we plan on, what we plan on doing with
We
those?
need, in this motion, you need to set a date wherein they would be annually inspected.
So do the ones that are damaged now, when we gonna do that, and then when are we gonna do it annually?
Mr. Chairman, I would amend that to say, that the survey first, and this year, like the damage ones, we survey again in August, annually.
Okay.
Damage or missing.
And just go with the date August 1st each year. Okay.
And that I'm beginning,
Sorry.
any kind of, not,
Any comments from our veterans? All right, Mr. John, I'd entertain your motion for this again. Can you read that again?
Mr. Chairman, I make the motion that as a memorial to our veterans, that they be maintained, and that the county set a survey to begin on August 1st this year, on an annual basis, any missing or damaged honorary veteran signs be replaced.
I second
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. That's accepted. Item number 3, Tyler Sweat. Jennifer, did you get any information on that?
I did, we reviewed the laws, any additions that have been made to them, and whether anything would have been made retroactive. Of course, ours has already been passed. And also had Ann to put through behind it, site track is anything, and there isn't any requirement for referendum or any retroactive requirement for referendum. So y'all would just go through the ordinance policy.
Just as it was typical for alcohol license.
Well, we have a provision for the distilled spirits, they're not, so.
Okay.
It's just a
Okay.
nothing's changed with it. There have been attempts in the legislature to change the way that process works, but so far nothing's been adopted.
All right. Yeah, we entertain a motion to approve the alcohol license for Tyler Sweat. Okay, have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, with a motion and a second, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Okay, that's accepted. Also, we have, two requests to reopen, on two roads. The first one, we discussed a little bit last night, was to, request to reopen a portion of Wiles Community Road. This would be from Whiting Road, up just beyond the Ray Johnson residence. And we would need to, publicize this, for public hearing, to reopen. And, we just do them one at a time. So the request to reopen that road, do we have any discussion on that or this morning? There's only one residence on that road. It's just reopen that to that residence, and then the other portion will remain closed.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to advertise.
Okay. Have a motion, do we have a second? All right, motion second, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay. We will advertise that. Also, same request on Newsom Lane to reopen portion down. We had, I believe on that 40-foot right of way. And to reopen that to the end of our right of way, Newsom Lane. We would like to entertain a motion to publicize, for public hearing on that, on reopening that portion of Newsom Lane.
I'll make a motion to reopen that.
Or advertise.
Advertise.
All right, do we have a second?
Yeah, I'll say.
Okay, with the motion and second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. We will advertise for public hearings on both of those requests. All right, number 6, Danny Turner, have a report with EMA.